Hi, I'm Jenna, also known as Retro Lemon on Ravelry, and this is episode 5. I kind of wish I knew the title beforehand, but I haven't figured one out yet. It's been a really crazy week. I feel like I've been on the go. I'm normally a real homebody, and this week it's just been go, 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 go. I haven't had any time. Last week, let's see, I recorded late. It was a lot later in the day. It was kind of crazy. And then the following day, it was Thursday, and I had a movie day with my knitting ladies, which was a lot of fun. We watched The King's Speech, which I hadn't seen yet. I really enjoyed it. And then Friday, we went to this party thing, which was just, oh my goodness. I would have rather stayed home on a Friday night, and I'm going to leave it at that. And then all weekend we were running around. This week it's been all kinds of stuff with the kids, and then I'm going to admit it, I kind of made a big oops with my iMac. We had a PC for years, and finally it was getting to be 9 years old. And let's just say 9 years in computer time is like centuries, it seems like. So this year we had saved up and we invested in a new iMac. And everything's in the monitor. All the slots and the drives and everything. There's no tower. And I happened to go and went to stick my memory card into the side of the monitor, and I kind of looked and stuck it in. And I still can't believe I'm going to admit to this. I stuck it in the wrong slot. There's the SD slot, and like there's a 1/4 inch between the SD slot and the disk drive. I didn't look good enough, and I stuck the SD card into the disk drive, and then I really didn't notice it till it was kind of too late. It was like almost all the way in. So then I'm trying to get it out. Well, as I'm trying to get a paper clip in to get it out, there's a rubber gasket around it that helps suck the CD and keep dust out. I pulled it out a little, and when I let go, it sucked it in. It wasn't my proudest moment. I don't normally make big mistakes like that. So, needless to say, I had to call the Apple Store, which is like over an hour away, and I had to make an appointment to get it in. I'm like, yeah, you have to make appointments there. I am new to all this. So then I'm telling the guy over the phone the problem to make sure I can bring it in, and he made me feel like this has never happened before. His exact words were, well, these are unusual circumstances. So I had to explain it to him, and then I had to call my husband, and I had to explain it to him, and that we then had an appointment that evening. So I missed knitting night last night because we went to take it in to the Apple Store. And I walk in and I tell the guy I'm there, and, give him my name, and I had an appointment, and he goes, oh, you're the SD in the wrong slot girl, huh? I heard about you earlier today. So then I'm feeling like a bigger idiot than to begin with. So luckily it took like 10 minutes. We were in and out. They just opened it up and took it out. And so I'm sure some of you are giggling at me right now. And some of you are like, oh my god, what an idiot. But I will own up to it. It was a flub, and it was completely my fault because I was in a hurry. And, you're always told, haste makes waste. It's true. So, it feels really good to sit down and to get to do this and have some time. Because I felt like I've had no time lately. So, last week, like I said, I was recording I had no notes. I was flying by the seat of my pants, and I totally forgot to thank my swap partner. I don't even know if she watches, so she might not. I know she's busy, but I don't feel right not thanking her properly. I mean, I posted a picture in the thread, I thanked her, gushed about it, because it is seriously awesome. For those of you who don't know me very well and haven't really seen me around Ravelry much, I have a love for sea creatures. Specifically, squid and octopi. I love cephalopods. So my swap partner, it was for the Dancing Dog Dye Works You Were Awesome swap. And look at this guy. Isn't he cute? So cute. I love him. So the thing with swap is you had to make something for your partner to let them know how awesome they were. But the stipulation was that it had to be made out of Dancing Dog Dye Works yarn. So my swap partner was totally awesome and sent me not one, but two little octopi, little mom and a baby. I love them. So cute. And then, I mean, it just doesn't stop there. She also sent me a really cute card. And then it's funny because I had talked about my stitch marker deficiency, and I had gotten these really cute stitch markers. It says GTBG. Put a little fun on your needles. And I'm sure these are going to be almost impossible to see on the camera because they're in baggies and everything. But there are little pea pods and little penguins. I love it. So cute. I haven't taken them out of the package because I've been wanting to show them on the podcast. And it didn't stop there. I got this cute little Notions bag. And the lining in it, I guess, is like the same type of stuff they put in like reusable diapers. So it makes this also like a snack bag. So I will use it for Notions though, because I love Notions bags and boxes. And then I also got this cute little project bag with kitties on it. And see if I can find it here. And on, they're in a movie theater and they're eating jellyfishes and kitty corn and stuff like that. But there's an orange kitty and he is knitting, or she. Can't tell if it's a girl or a boy. Which is so cute because I have an orange tabby. So that is so cute. I absolutely love it. And I think it's from Good to Be Girl was the name of the shop. Super, super cute. And I also got a variety of K-Cups because I love my Keurig. And I think there were 7 of them, 7 different flavors. I don't know where she found them, but it was so awesome because out of the 7 flavors, I had only tried 2, and one of them is my all-time favorite, the hot apple cider. And they are all the flavors I love. There was like a spiced pumpkin, and there was an eggnog, and French toast, and they were delicious, but they're gone. Because I got my swap package about a week and a half ago, and I love my Keurig. I drink 2 to 3, maybe even 4 K-Cups a day, so they didn't last long at all. They didn't have a chance. I ripped the box open, played with all my goodies for a moment, and then popped the K-Cup into the Keurig and enjoyed very much. So, another person I want to thank is I was contacted by Kim D on Ravelry when I had mentioned I'm stitch marker deficient, because I am. I don't know why. I lost like the Knit Picks brass stitch markers for like lace. There's like 100 of them in a little pack. It's gone. Don't know where it went. Anyway, she offered to send me some, which I thought was so sweet. She didn't need to do that, but I told her if she really didn't want them and she wasn't going to use them, she could. Well, she sent them, and when they came, I picked them up from the envelope up from the post office. There was no stitch markers. This is how the envelope actually came. There's a hole in it. And so I asked the girl at the post office, I'm like, what happened? And I guess if you put something lumpy and bumpy or anything in a regular envelope and drop it in the mail, it goes through the sorting machines where it like pinches it like between rollers and it scans it and they go whizzing through. Well, supposedly what happens is when it went through the machine and it went to zip it, it took it and pushed them straight out the back. It just like blew out the envelope. So I let her know. I felt horrible. I'm like, she was so kind to send them to me, and they're somewhere at the sorting facility, you know, in her state. Well, I told her, and then she's like, oh no, I just put more in the mail for you. And so I did get them. The envelope came intact. I'm not showing the size with the addresses, but the envelope did come intact. You can see like little, it almost was like braille or something where they were poking. So I did get these ones today. I gotta let her know because I just got back from the post office. So I did get these ones. Yay! I'm so excited because I needed some little ones. And so I was talking to the girl again today at the post office. She's like, oh, these ones arrived safely. And she said, anytime you send anything lumpy, if you're going to try to stick it in an envelope, you should take a piece of paper and tape, like say they're in a baggie here, tape the baggie to a piece of paper and fold it really good, and maybe even tape the edges of the paper so it hopefully won't come out there. But she said anytime there's really anything lumpy, you should always put it in a padded envelope and always, always take it to the counter and give it to the person so it can be sorted properly. Because if you just drop it in the drop box, I guess it just goes through the machines. So, and she also warned me, never send a key in the mail. I guess, you know, like the big giant bins that they put mail in, there is somebody they actually pay to go and pick up all the stuff that falls out of packages. And she says she has seen one of them ginormous carts full of keys. So, just a little tip. Send it in a padded envelope. Make sure you take it to the counter. Have it weighed. That's my public service announcement for today. So we'll discuss knit-alongs. We are halfway through March. I'm so excited. We're almost halfway. I guess there's probably like 30 days. I don't know if there's 31. But today's the 14th that I'm recording on. And the first knit-along, because it is for the whole month of March, is Chelsea the Chatterbox Monster with her cute little hair and her stubby little feet. There have been so many amazing Chelseas. It is just amazing to see what people come up with. I mean, they take my pattern and they find so many cute ways to modify it or just the way to do the facial expressions. And I saw this morning somebody put a little sweater. I think it was Same Old Knit. Like, did it so it looks like a little sweater. Adorable. I love it. So keep them coming. You got a couple more weeks, so that's plenty of time. You can knit her in a day or two. I know you can. And then for prizes, so I heard from Michelle of Dancing Dog Dye Works. I think it kind of slipped her mind. She had volunteered now to offer up a prize. And she said that she's probably going to do robots in worsted. So this is mine. And hopefully she'll send me one because this is already spoken for. One of my kids is like, that's mine. So this is robots. And it's 2 different shades of blue and 2 different shades of gray and a red and a yellow. It is so awesome. It's definitely a little more boy, but since I have boys, you know, that works for me. And if for some reason something happens and it's not doable, that I don't get it, which hopefully I will. I mean, I think Michelle would do that. But if something comes up, I have a skein of Lorna's Laces as a backup. So, and if I don't need it as a backup this knit along, we'll use it for a different one. I think that sounds like a plan. So that's prize number 1. Prize number 2 is a little project bag made by me. And I'm going to make 3 or 4 that the winner will get to pick from because I don't want to be somebody to be stuck with something they're like, eh, whatever. So I thought it would be funner. I could whip up a few and they could have a choice. Because I like choices. So I figured if I like choices, other people will too. And then for the third prize, I'm like drawing a blank. I'm like, what am I talking about? For the third prize, I am giving away a pattern of mine of your choice. And if you already have all of my patterns, because thankfully some of you out there do, I have a new pattern I'm planning on releasing at the end of this month. I'm thinking beginning of April at the very latest, but I really try to do one a month. So it'll be at the end of this month because I've been a little cramped on time. So you can choose that. And then for our other knit-along, our 2-month knit-along for March and April, we get to pick from the Whippoorwill Shawl, the Osa Shawl, or the Spring Thaw, or Spring Awakening. I don't know why I want to keep saying Spring Thaw. I did that last week almost. It's the Spring Awakening by Paula P. Designs. I have 2 skeins of Knit Picks Shadow in the Spring Green, which is a discontinued colorway, and I love it. This is my favorite, and I have decided to part with 2 skeins so you can make a different shawl. I love it. It is greens with a kind of a yellow tints to it. I think it's gorgeous. This is my favorite. So the first winner will win this. The second winner will also get a bag, and they will get to pick as well. And the third place winner for the shawls gets the Knitter's Bible knitted accessories. So this is really cute. There's all kinds of there's caps, little newsboy cap. There are, I love this scarf. It has buttons on it, or is that a cowl? I think you can do either one with it. There's mitts. I love these mitts too with buttons. I really like detailed things with buttons. There's all kinds of fingerless mitts. There's hats. There's this really cute hooded poncho. So there are 30 designs. It says combine fabulous yarns with vibrant designs to create over 30 accessories for all seasons. So that's prize number 3. Yay! I'm excited about it. So I do have some finished objects this week. Last week I didn't have any, and I kind of felt bad because I'm like, oh, I should have something. I should have something to show you. Well, this week I got done my in the can socks, which I'm calling a little bit grouchy. I don't like being grouchy. I really don't. I don't like being around grouchy people, but I love Oscar the Grouch. So these are made out of Dancing Dog Dye Works, twist sock yarn, self-striping, and they are just a gorgeous brown, green, and gray. I love them. The pattern is my own. I took a sock knitting class where we learned how to measure and all that, so they fit my feet perfect. I love this pattern, and I really don't use any others because I like it so much. It works for me. Then I have a baby hat. I love baby stuff. I love babies. They might cry, but they don't talk back like teenagers. So that's my first baby hat for remembering Remy. Remy. Diane of Knittables. Oh no, I lost something. Oh, it's right here. I found it. Diane of Knittables always says Remy, and I've heard Remy. I think it's Remy. Anyways, I had knit one, and then I had contacted Tracy, who's TB McCarthy on Ravelry, to get an address to send it. And in the meantime, I had to go to a doctor's appointment with one of my kiddos, and I wanted to take something to work on in the waiting room because I hate waiting with nothing to do. So I hadn't heard back from her yet, and so I started a second one. So they were like a little set. And of course, when I got home from the doctor's office, I had a little PM in my Ravelry box. But I figured that's okay because I had 2 babies in the NICU. And since I had boys, I picked blue yarn, so I'm sending 2. So altogether I have 3 finished objects. Not too shabby. Now this pattern is the Preemie Baby Beanies, and it is a free one on Ravelry by Karen Everett. And it was really easy. It's really easy. Even using sock yarn, it worked out super, super fast. I mean, no time at all. I really like the pattern. They said it's a free one, and it has, I print all my stuff in black and white. So I don't know that you can really see it good. But they have like little stems on it, is what I think of it. It's like, you know, you make a little I-cord and you knot it. And I wasn't real crazy about that, so when I had 9 stitches left, 3 on each needle, because I used double points, I just cut a tail and, you know, took my yarn needle and ran it all the way through and cinched it closed, because I just wasn't crazy about the little stem. I like them plain. So that's what I did. And works in progress. I have, where did I set it? Thought I was a little more prepared. There it is. It was kind of tucked down next to the chair, between the chair and the table. I don't know how it got there. I have my Chelsea body, and then I have all of her pieces parts. I have her arms, her little stumpy feet, or legs, or whatever you want to call them, and her hair. And she just needs assembled. She needs assembled, and she needs her face put on and stuffed. So I would call her like 90-95% done. I would have had it done if I hadn't have stuck that SD card into the wrong slot, because then we were gone like all evening. We had to eat out, which was ridiculously expensive when it's the 5 of us, because we don't eat out hardly ever. It just costs too much. We ate at Boston Market, because my husband's like, oh, I love Boston Market. I haven't eaten there in years. I'm like, yeah, I think he's only eaten there twice since I've known him, which has been a long time. And it was okay. It wasn't, I don't think it was as good as other places that cost about the same price. I don't think you got a whole lot for the price either. So, but he was happy. He liked what he got, and he was very pleased. He got Boston Market. I was like, not so much. And then, oh, shoot. I forgot my shawl that I'm working on. My Osa's shawl. You know, I'm not even going to bother to stop and edit and go get it, because it pretty much got no love. And I'm kind of frustrated with it. Because when I went to the movie night, it wasn't a movie night, it was a movie day. We had lunch, we did like a potluck lunch and watched a movie. With my knitting ladies, I had the pattern with me, and I had checked to see if there was any errata or anything, and, you know, I kind of skimmed through some of it, because it said update, pattern update. I think it was, like, updated back in July. So I'm like, okay, well, this is March of the following year. I should be good. So I went, I took it, I'm knitting along, following the pattern, and then the numbers aren't matching up. I'm like, says I'm supposed to have a certain amount of, you know, stitches and after so many rows, and I had too many. I had like 4 too many. And I'm like, what in the world? I was kind of frustrated. I went and I counted, and I'm looking, and I cannot find a mistake anywhere. So I set it aside, and I worked on my grouchy socks instead, because luckily I took 2 projects. And then when I got home, I went and I looked again, and there's like a ton of stuff, but like towards the bottom it finally says that there is another mistake in the pattern, and the stitch count is wrong for this on all of the sizes. But I was going to say for the size I'm doing, but I think they're all wrong. So I had to go and like tink back like 2 rows or 4 rows or something like that. I was so frustrated. I think it was 2 rows, but either way, by the time I was all done, it was over like, or right around 500 stitches. I was just, I was really annoyed and got no love, because I think if there are mistakes, if you have something that they need to know about, that the people who buy your pattern, because it was not a free pattern, that buy your pattern and they need to know about, that needs to be at the top of the notes for the pattern, not at the bottom, because I was just taking it with me. And then that day, that Thursday, we had like a crazy windstorm. Internet got knocked out in most places. Luckily, I wasn't one of the people who lost it. On the other side of town, though, like where I was, I couldn't even use my iPad because there was no internet signal at all. So I couldn't even check it. So needless to say, I tinked back. I did like 2 more rows, and then I just set it aside because I was frustrated. I was completely, and it's not because I was just getting to the lace part of the pattern, but really it looks no different than it did last week. So it got very little love. It was more, it gave me a lot of frustration. So I'm not even going to go get it because I don't even want to think about it. I mean, I'll finish it. I have 6 weeks to finish it. No, I want to get it hurried up and finished so I can move on to the next shawl that I want to do that I'm really excited about. And I just want to put that project behind me at this point. And I feel bad that I feel that way about it because I don't like feeling that way about a project. When I pick a project and I pick a special yarn, I really want to feel good about it. I want to be like, oh yes, I really like this and I cannot wait for the final thing to be finished. And at this point, I'm like, I don't care anymore. But I will finish it because I've come this far. I'm in the home stretch. I'm into the lace edging part, which I'm doing the big lace edging and not the little one because I have all that yarn. I'm doing the Color Shift Gradient yarn, or Color Bridge, and I want to get to all the colors. I'm like, if I just do the short lace row, it will have been a waste of using that yarn because I wouldn't have used it to its fullest potential. So that's my little bit of rant on that because I was frustrated. I don't normally get frustrated like that with projects. I will not make that again. I'm sorry. I will not. I really hope I like it when I'm done. So then on our way to the Apple store, since I knew it was going to be a long drive, I just came in to my little yarn cubbies over here, and I'm like, I'll just work on socks. I mean, if I start socks on the way there, it's no big deal. I don't need a pattern. I know how many stitches to cast on, and I'm not going to get past the cuff because I knew it was going to be dark on the way home and there would be no knitting. So I just came in and grabbed what the pretty much first sock yarn I saw that was balled up and ready to go. So I grabbed some Dancing Dog Dye Works in the colorway Love My Nomies. I think that's cute, Love My Nomies. And it is very colorful. I mean, you'd want to say like it's like a rainbow, but it's not. There's no purple, thank goodness. I don't really like purple. But it's red and pink and a bright orange and a bright green and a bright like aqua and some yellow. And I love this. This is one of my all-time favorite Dancing Dog Dye Works colorways. And I didn't get very far on my hour and 15-minute ride there because we're driving along. My husband drove because he knew where we were going, and he at least knew the area. I didn't. And kind of, you know, we're driving along, and then it's 4 lanes, 2 in each way, and I kind of look over, and this truck is drifting, like, almost hitting us, and like, when I'm looking, it's some dummy texting. I'm like, really? You just put my life, my husband's life, and all of our children's lives at risk for texting? I was mad. I was so mad, and then I was like so nervous because, you know, it rattled me. It was not good. It was not a good situation. And so I had to put my socks down because I was just upset. I was mad. Because it's irresponsible. I'm sorry, people. Don't text and drive. It's not worth putting your life and every other person's life on the road for it. Okay, public service announcement number 2. So it was a stressful day yesterday. It really was. So I can't say how much love these are going to get because I just kind of grabbed them and I was working on them. I will finish them. I just don't know how quick I'll get to them. But I figured I started them, so I'd at least show them. They're cute. I've been wanting to start this yarn forever. I don't usually have a whole lot of time to do socks, and I've made a lot of socks lately. I finished a pair that I had started last year, at the end of last year, right before Christmas. And then I finished 2 more. So that's a lot of socks for me this year already. Let's see, moving on. We did works in progress. Let's move on to enabling, because I got some good stuff this week. Okay, first off, I want to warn you, spoil alert. If you are in the Dancing Dog Dye Works Monster Mania 3 Club, and you haven't gotten yours yet, which probably means you're an international member, I'm going to show it because it's full of awesomeness. You need to look away if you don't want to see it, because I'm not a blue person. Like I said, I've said before, blue and pink are not really my things, but this is awesome. This is the second shipment. It is a 3-month club, and it is called Bucket. The colorway was inspired by, I guess they had these little like tin buckets at Target. They had little robots all over them. Michelle of Dancing Dog Dye Works had posted a picture about, you know, kind of as a clue of what the colorway might be, or at least be inspired by. And this was the end result, and I love it. I love the yarn. I got my Dancing Dog Dye Works shirt on today. It is just so squishy. I could just play with it and pet it, and it smells good too. I was talking last week about like sniffing Lorna's laces. Michelle uses some soak. I wish I knew exactly what scent she used. I think it might be the floral. I don't think it's the Celebration. But it smells so good. I'm like, guess that smell. So then, I was all excited because I think it was last week, I had commented about Diane of Knittable's Good and Plenty fiber she had spun up from Fiber Nymph. Well then, Fiber Nymph had a shop update on Friday. Yeah, I think she does them on Fridays. And I saw there was going to be some on there, and I'm like, oh, it's a sign. I meant to have it. No. I'm going to have a little bit of bugaboo. I didn't get it. But I did get something, so I was excited. I really wanted some of the Good and Plenty, and then I tried to get, when I didn't get it, I tried to get some of the Time to Make the Donuts in the sock yarn, and I didn't get it either. But I did get Time to Make the Donuts in a worsted weight. So this is a self-striping with pink, brown, and green. And it is gorgeous. I love it. Once again, I'm not a pink person, but you put pink with brown or pink with orange. I love pink and orange together. I don't know why. But this totally works for me. Fiber Nymph. I love it. And it is so soft. This is my first Fiber Nymph. Because I'm normally not one of them crazy people who likes to stalk very much. I do it for the Dancing Dog Dye Works, and that's about it. Now, okay, I have high-speed internet. Now, it's a splurge for me. I pay a little extra a month. They have the highest speed that the company I go through offers. But in response to that, I also don't have cable. I don't have satellite dish. I don't have TiVo. I don't have nothing like that. We have regular old broadcast TV. We have NBC, ABC, Fox, CBS, WB, PBS. That's it. So the high-speed internet is my monthly splurge. That with my Netflix. That's our entertainment. So I was like really bummed because Fibernyx sells through Big Cartel, which lets you put stuff in your cart and you get to hold it for like up to 30 minutes. And I think that sucks. That's my opinion, because I'm like, either buy it or give it to me. Because I'm used to Etsy updates where I'm like, boom, I'm on it, it's mine. I'm checked out before most people know what happened. And I like it that way, but that's just me. So that was an interesting experience, and I'm just glad that I got to walk away with something that I liked. Because if I wouldn't have been able to get this, I wouldn't have bought anything, because I just see it as if I'm buying something just to buy it, or just to try it, just to say I have some, and it's not something I love, I'm not going to knit with it. It will sit in my cubby, and I'll be like, well, I don't want to just give it away. I paid a lot of money for that, and it's hard to come by. But, I mean, most of the stuff she had in the shop was gorgeous. I really wanted some Good and Plenty, but I'll keep trying. Hopefully she'll keep that in the shop. I don't know if she's ever watched my podcast, but if you have, I really want more Good and Plenty in there. Give me a chance. Please. Because I know, and she had like 2 custom order spots, and I didn't even bother trying for those. I mean, I did check just to make sure, and of course they were in someone's cart, and then they were gone. I mean, I don't think I will probably ever have a chance at those. I'm looking at it realistically. And then I got, because it's so funny, I had seen this on Etsy. And I'm on my big yellow and gray kick. Everything's yellow and gray, or green and orange. And this I saw, and it is gorgeous. It is BFL, and it is in Aran weight. And it is from, I'm probably going to totally screw this up, Wharfedale, or Wharfedale Woolworks. Anyways, it's from the UK. I feel kind of silly because I didn't even realize that till it came in the mail today. I'm like, why is this package from the UK in my mailbox? I'm like, my name's on it. I don't remember ordering anything from the UK. And then I opened it up and I'm like, duh. I'm like, so it is 100 grams, approximately 165 meters. I hear my phone ringing. I'm not going to answer it. But hopefully I can catch the tag on here. Because, like I said, I'm probably saying it wrong. And, of course, I will link it in the show notes. But this is so soft and squishy. Now, the twist on it is not real tight at all. And it leaves it really springy. I love it. I think it's pretty. I love the bright, splashy yellow. I cannot wait to see how this works up. I have to sniff it. It doesn't smell bad. It just kind of smells like wool. But it smells good. Like good wool, good clean wool. I feel like I got fuzz on me. It's a little fuzzy, but not too bad. I'm excited about it. I had never heard of this shop. I've never bought anything. But okay, I had seen this on Etsy, and I put it in my cart because I was kind of on the fence about it. And then somebody in my Rav group was like, I saw this and thought of you. And I'm like, shoot, if I want it, I better go buy it, because a hard truth of the internet is if you post something you like, you better have posted about it after you bought it, because if you don't buy it first, somebody's going to snatch it from you. And then you're out of luck. I mean, that's just what happens. And then, I'm so excited because, okay, I bought the Evenshaw pattern. For any of you that watch the Knit Girls, it is the one that Leslie, aka Don't Call Me Les, is working on. And my luck this week has not been the best, because I bought the pattern, and seriously, while I am printing out the pattern, I go and get on Plurk, because I actually had a minute. I'm like, oh, it's 19 pages. I'll get on Plurk. And the chick who wrote the pattern, because I can't think of her name right now, anyways, posted a thing on Plurk that there's a coupon code and you can save $2 on the pattern, and I'm like, really? Like, it's printing out as I see this. I'm like, if I would have gotten on Plurk like 2 minutes sooner, if I would have checked Plurk before I got on Ravelry to buy the pattern, it would have saved me $2. But anyway, so I thought, since it's, you know, it's an $8 pattern and it's gorgeous, and to motivate myself to definitely knit it, since I bought it, I splurged on yarn because it calls for lace weight, and I just couldn't find anything that really appealed to me. So then I got looking on Ravelry, and you start kind of looking in people's stashes, and it smells so good. I found some Volmisa. It is my first Volmisa purchase ever. I don't own any other ones, and I love how it feels. Now, I have heard people say it feels kind of cottony, and it kind of does. But otherwise, it is soft. It smells good. I don't know if it smells good because of the lady's house it came from. I mean, it came in a plastic bag. Or if it always smells this good. I'm all about sniffing my wool. It smells so good. So, it is my Volmisa. It's lace yarn, and I am totally going to probably say this wrong. I have no doubt in my mind about that. But it's called, the colorway is Pistazie. I think it's Pistazie. So let's see if I can get a shot of this band here. I don't know. But this is probably my all-time favorite shade of green. It is just that avocado kind of earthy. I mean, I was so excited that I found the lace weight in the color I wanted, and out of like all the ones for sale, all of the lace weight, I think this was the only colorway of this, but it was like probably the best price, and I think that's awesome. I help her out by helping her destash, and she helps me out by sending me the yarn, because I have heard the updates for this are just crazy. And then, once again, it comes back to the whole thing of, if I'm going to spend that much money on yarn, I better love the color. You know, I love the Evenstar that I saw that's in whites and natural colors, and I mean, they're just gorgeous. They're stunning. But I'm like, I'm not getting married. I already am married. I'm not making this ever for anyone else. So I wanted to pick a color of yarn that makes me happiest, that I love, that I will wear, and it's so me. I love this. I can't wait to get started, but I'm going to have to put it off. I got to get my Osa shawl finished. I want to do my Spring Awakening, and I think this is going to be my summer project. I think once like May comes, maybe it'll be like my May, June, July, or June, July, August project, because it's going to take me a while. I mean, the shawl is huge. Absolutely ginormously huge. It'll probably take most of this. And this is 1,722 yards. That's a lot. But I cannot wait to skein this up. I'm going to wait till I'm ready to start. But I'm excited, because then I think I'm going to do beads, which it takes like 3,000 beads for that shawl. I'm like, oh goodness. I don't know about that, but I want to do beads. And I think I'm going to do a mix of beads. I think I'm going to buy like 5 different colors or shades of green. They'll all be green, but I think I'm going to do like 5 different shades and just mix them up and let them be random. I think that'll make me happy. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll add some depth to where the beads are. I'm loving it. And then another little piece of enabling that is knitting and not really knitting related is I placed an order to Wolf Farms, because I love watching Dawn and Nicole. I love them. I think they're hilarious. I love them together. They just play off each other so well. So I placed an order, which, okay, I have to be honest and fess up that I did get a coupon code for a free trial size bottle of lotion. So that kind of got me going because I kind of wanted to try it for a while. So the rest of it I did bought because I will be totally honest, if I got something for free or whatever, but you can't buy my testimonial. If I don't like it, I'm either not going to mention it at all or I'm going to be like, not real crazy about it and just kind of move on. But I love this stuff. I got 2 bars of soap, which I only have one here because the other's in the bathroom because I started using it. I got it 5 days ago in the mail. It is amazing. I am so blown away. Oh my gosh. This one is the Apple Crisp. It smells so good. I love stuff that smells good. I mean, if it stinks, why would you want it? This is the Apple Crisp. I got this one, and then I got a cherry almond, I think it is called. Yeah, cherry almond. I was going to say almond cherry, but I knew that wasn't right. And it smells like cookies. The cherry almond smells like these cookies that my sister-in-law makes at Christmas time. And I know she uses almond extract, and she uses raspberry jelly. And this is the lotion. It smells exactly like those cookies, and I like stuff that smells like baked goods. So I got the Apple Crisp soap, the cherry almond soap, which is in the bathroom, and I also got a little thank you sample of cucumber melon, which smells amazing too. It's not necessarily my scent, because I like baked goods scents. I'm like, I want to smell like I've been baking all day. But this smells so good too. It's just a nice clean smell. It's real, I said, just clean and refreshing. Which, I mean, I think that's what cucumber melon's supposed to smell like. Like I said, it's not quite my bag, but it still smells good. I will still use it. And then I got some lotions. My little sample lotions, which is perfect because I was like, what scents do I like the most? So I did get an Apple Crisp, which smells just like there's Apple Crisp baking in the house. I mean, it amazes me how much that the scent can capture that. And like I said, the cherry almond. And then I got Tehachapi. Nicole was talking about that, and it smells exactly like a peach. I mean, this is my daughter's favorite. I'm giving this to her. I told her she couldn't have it until after I showed it, though. But my daughter just was like, Mom, that is the best smelling stuff ever. So I'm going to order her some soap, too. But yeah, Tehachapi. Here's all my little lotions. These are just little, how many ounces? 1 ounce ones. Because, I was tempted to buy bigger ones. But, sometimes I can be sensitive to certain oils or scents. So I kind of just thought, oh, well, I'll give some stuff a try. Like, if I can't use it, like if I try one lotion or a bar of soap and I can't use it, I can give the rest to somebody else. I mean, I know lots of people who love stuff, so little lotions, I love them. I love these little purse-sized bottles. I will be definitely coming back for big ones and a lot more soap. Like I said, I've been using it for 5 days now, and my skin feels so soft. So very, very, very soft. And I heard Dawn talking about how she's used this soap for shampoo, and I haven't gotten that brave yet because my hair is so thick and unruly. I have to use like a palm full of conditioner just to get the comb through it after I bathe. So then she also threw in a little Wolf Farms magnet, which I'm so excited because we collect magnets from all over the place. And I got my What the Duck button, so excited about that, and a Wolf Farms video podcast button, which will be going on a knitting bag. I love the What the Duck. And then my last little bit of enabling, I had contacted Lois of Knitting's My Bag, and I had bags made. I sent this fabric to her to use because I love this fabric. She calls them chicks, and I thought of them as birdies. They kind of remind me of partridges, but call them what you like. And I sent her the fabric because I have had it for a little while, and wasn't really sure what to do with it, but I loved it so much, and I had a hard time finding it in the dark colors because they make it in pastels, and I don't like pastels, but it has like all my favorites. Even though I'm not a blue girl, I still like the little blue birdies. And I got this is the small, and this is the medium, and I think they are huge. They are so big, and for the price, Lois, I don't know how you can afford to charge what you do, because honey, they should be a lot more. I mean, what am I talking about? No, Lois, I like the price, which I do, don't get me wrong, but there are pockets. It's kind of going to be hard to see. There are all kinds of pockets, and then they cinch close. They go. And then, what I thought the sweetest thing was, is Lois had watched my podcast. Yay! I'm so excited. And she saw that I talked about how green and orange are my favorite. So she had originally planned to do, I think she said blue and yellow. And so she changed it at the last minute because she heard they were my favorites. So, yay, thank you, Lois. That was so thoughtful. I love them. I can't wait to use them. I've been waiting to use them to show them off. I think I'm going to put my buttons all over the big one. I think. So those are my other enablings. And that's it for enabling. I still feel like that was a lot. So now we'll move on to charity. My charity that I had talked about before, well, it's not my charity, it's the 3 Irish girls who have come up with the special You Are My Sunshine colorway for the SHARE organization. 20% of the profits will be going to SHARE, and SHARE is a foundation that helps out couples who have had miscarriages and babies that haven't made it, and they help them through that struggling time. So they came up with that special colorway, You Are My Sunshine, and you can go to their website, I think it's like 3irishgirls.com maybe. I will link it in the show notes for sure. I'll link it directly to that page. You know, I talked last week about being a NICU mom, and it is just something so important to me to help support others who weren't as fortunate and have gone through what I would think is one of the most terrible losses. I mean, the loss of a child, I can't even imagine. And then the other charity, of course, is the Remembering Remy, and like a pile of stuff, where Tracy, aka TB McCarthy, is collecting baby hats in memory of her friend's little girl who did not make it. So I knitted up 2 to send to her, and I am planning on sending 2 more, knitting up 2 more and sending them to the NICU where my boys were. Little baby hat. I mean, they're little. They fit in your hand. I really like this pattern. And you know, it's okay if your baby hats come out a little bigger, a little smaller. Preemies are all sizes, depending on how early they are. I think it's great what she's doing, you know, because you got to remember, when preemies are born, they have no fat on their body. They cannot regulate their own body temperature. That's why they're in the isolettes for the extra oxygen and the heat. And these little hats help keep little babies warm. So go ahead. They don't take long. A couple hours. Great car ride stuff. Waiting at the doctor's office. And I know a lot of people have said, you know, oh, the podcasters, it's like the same thing every show. And I can understand that to an extent. I've really tried to make my knit-alongs a little different. I know Diana of Knittables is doing her Monster Madness right now, which you can double dip. But when it comes to stuff like this, it's just getting the word out. I don't expect everybody who watches my podcast to like it. Everybody has different tastes. There are some that I just wasn't crazy about. You know, there's other ones that, you know, someone else might have thought that was the best podcast out there. It's, like I said, I'm not going to be offended that not everyone likes mine and likes something else better. It's personal preference. a huge thank you to everybody who's gone out of your way to say such nice and wonderful things. It means so much to me. It really does. It's just so great when you get on there and somebody just tells you how much they enjoy it and how much it's like sitting there knitting with a friend. Even though I'm not knitting, I wish I could. Sometimes I wish I had a co-host to kind of, I could knit. Well, they talked a little, but I mean, like I said, stuff like that, it's just getting the word out because different people watch different ones. You know, some people try to watch them all, and that is amazing. I wish I had that kind of time. But, like I said, it's just getting the word out, and I know you've heard on so many other podcasts about the baby hats, but they really do help. It might seem like not much just being this little hat, but this little hat will make a difference. And, like I said, helping out with the SHARE organization with the 3 Irish girls, and you get yarn. You're helping out, and you don't even have to do any work. Just get on there, type in your stuff. It'll cost you a little bit of money, but you get something. You get yarn. You get beautiful yarn. I've never tried that 3 Irish Girls yarn before. I've heard amazing things about it. So, I think that's it for me today. I so need a little clock or something in front of there. I use my flip. I have no idea how long this has taken me. Last time I was like, wow, it's an hour. And I was really surprised because it didn't feel like an hour. So, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all of you that keep coming back. Thank you for all the new viewers. I have so much fun doing this. I hope you have fun watching. And I am Jenna, Retro Lemon on Ravelry, Retro Lemon on Pinterest, Plurk, Twitter, and my group is Retro Lemon Studio. I hope to see you there. Till next week. Bye.